Hey there. One of the things that I've toiled with over time is what's the best way to create content? Like, what's the best way to film it? What's the best environment for it? And a lot of that has actually led me to hesitate to even create content because I got to get the right setup. I got to have the right camera, the right microphone, the right lighting, all this stuff. And there's value to all of that. But at the same time, not everybody is going to be as comfortable in the same environment. Not everybody's going to flourish and thrive in the same kind of setup. Some people might not like this kind of microphone. I'm not even using this microphone. The reality is I've got my MacBook speakers just because I don't know how to set up the microphone yet, and I've only got one port in my Mac that can actually do the technology, which is connected to the camera. So in essence, like I like the look of having the camera here. It's not actually an active, the camera here, the microphone here. It's not actually an active microphone right now. It's for the look, just like Will Smith said. I do it for the look. I don't light it. I don't light it. The cigar, right? And so with setup and with thinking about how you're going to create content, I think there's different environments that different people enjoy. And when I first started doing videos, I was walking on the streets of New York City. I was doing Facebook Lives, and I was kind of winging it in terms of what I was doing. But what I would do, and it would be early in the morning, it'd be my walk to the gym, and I would say, what's a topic that's relevant in my mind right now and relevant to other people? I would push record. I would go live on Facebook, which was just another whole nerves thing because I was worried about what people would think of me at that time. And I just started doing messages. The walk to the gym was 1 to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And if I was going to continue, I'd stay on. If not, then I would wrap up and I'd be in the gym. But that was my routine. And I built it into some other things that I was already doing, like the walk to the gym, right? So that was a really comfortable way for me to start doing communication, messages, and the environment. I loved doing it. It was like the energy of New York City in the morning before it got crazy. It was like this calm, but there were things going on. People were moving, and it was a great environment for me to speak and create. I just loved it. I also realized that I love to be in motion. I don't like to sit still and here. I think my motion now is more my hands and my energy and all those things. But I'm not someone who can just sit and talk, monotone, stiff. I, I think I heard it. It's like motion creates emotion, and I know when I'm in motion, I'm not in my head. I'm not reserved. I'm a little bit more out there. So the walking and the talking and the movement and the scenery was something that really just worked for me at that point in time. Now I think there's evolution to that where now I'm sitting stable in a chair and speaking at one camera and I'm not moving around the room. And this is a great environment for me too. So environment is important. Try different environments. Figure out which one works for you. Also the kind of room you're in too. Sometimes the room you're in, you just don't feel comfortable in that room or you don't like the room. Sometimes if other people are around, you don't like that. Some people don't mind if other people are around. I like right now, I'm in this studio all by myself. Nobody else is here. Nobody else is listening. So I feel a lot more at ease if I'm in the house, if other things are going on, if other people might be listening to me. I might actually feel a little constrained because I want to be careful with what I say. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to talk about a topic that I might not, really feel comfortable with, and somebody might judge me. And so there's all these voices that could come into that conversation, right? And so figuring out the right environment in which you love to communicate is important. And then I think over time, I started this podcast with my Zoom and not great camera. And obviously this camera is a little bit better. And so I've been optimized. Actually, this camera is amazing. I love this camera. I was slow playing it, but we're in this amazing. And just to give you a feel for it, it'll actually follow me around. It's like a little dog. Like come follow me, come follow me, come follow me. And we come back and then I can sit back down. It's really amazing what this camera can do. And we've got a cool setup and a whole bunch of different things going on here. So this is an optimized recording scenario, studio, all these things. We got the lights, we got the background, we got the mics, we got all this different stuff. And you still got to figure out what works for you. Some people like one microphone, some people like another microphone, some people like one camera, some people like another camera. And so as you kind of grow, it's what environment is most comfortable for you as a communicator. What are the tools that you like? What are the backgrounds that you like? Some people don't love a background like this with the lighting. Some people like a flat background. Some people don't like a lot of stuff in the background. I'm kind of just having fun right now. I love that there's stuff I love there's microphones and all different things. So I'm just enjoying this environment, and over time, this may get more intentional and different edits and different things so that I think there's also a value to variety. But if you're thinking about what's the optimal for you, I think that grows over time. Certainly if you're beginning and you're early on, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I would test a bunch of different environments. I would test a bunch of different ways in which I would go to a studio too. If you want to come to this studio, I can get you in and set you up and do all the different things. But there's something about going from starting and figuring things out and then seeing what like a real studio experience is like as well, because it's just an elevation of the game. But there's a lot of influencers out there, a lot of people creating content, and they don't even have the best setups. But it's like they're just out there, they're doing it, they figured out their message, they figured out their approach, and it's finding the right audience. They're finding their tribe, they're finding what works for them, and the people that it works for are finding them as well. And now there's this cool thing going on. But it starts with testing things out. And I don't have all the answers. I don't have this. And that's the thing is, like, I never say this is how you got to do it. I'd say you should probably try this because I know that this is something that's great and it works, but it might not work for you. So we got to try something else. And I think there's that happy medium over time where you get some guidance, you get some feedback, but ultimately it's up to you to decide. But you won't know how to decide unless you try some things, see what you like, see what kind of feedback you get. And now you're just iterating again, and you're building over time. So hopefully that was helpful. And I think the message here is try stuff out, figure it out along the way, optimize, and you'll get there eventually. But it takes the reps. It takes trying things out, and eventually you just keep going and growing. Have a great day. Talk soon.